Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Yahweh, the truly powerful name, who the world can call God. Yahushai, the truly powerful name, who the world can call Jesus. Bahashem, in the name of Rachakodash, Holy Spirit, literally translated Spirit Holy. I'm going to give double honors to my elders and apostles, Grand Millstone, rule well, teach well, and be a great example to our young brothers. And peace and blessed to all for Lekla, will impart that number. I'm the brother Kudar from the G-Med branch, Chicago. Come back with another video. And I stumbled upon this, stumbled upon this article on Facebook. That shit is full of folly. But, as a balance, you do get some, you do get news quick on that. And some valuable information, despite the folly. But, nevertheless, I'm getting to it, and let me grab my Chromebook real quick. All right. I'm getting to it right now. It says, typically when the Bible is brought up in conversation, what comes to mind is a source of truth that has not been tampered with. However, when the books were originally published, it contained 80 books. Current editions only has 66. All right, and we have to wonder what exact purpose the removal of 14 books will serve. And that was talking about the Apocrypha. All right, because the Apocrypha itself means hidden away. I believe it means hidden or hidden away, something in between there. All right, because what the Apocrypha do, what Christians like to say is not canon, meaning it's not real. But the Apocrypha is real, because it's prophecy. It was prophecy in there, that was being fulfilled. Our people was under that, those are the first time that our people was being under the, what is that called? Under the Greek rule, all right, and then, Hellenistic period, that is 1044 called Yahweh Shema Shai. That was the first time our people was under that Hellenistic period where our people will follow after the Greek customs. You had the time of the Maccabees. And really what it does is expose who exactly Esau Edom is, It shows you how the Greeks, that was the first time Esau was in power, over the whole, whole region over there. It just exposes who really Esau Edom is, really, because, if the Apocrypha, it also, I lost my train of thought. It also, because there's an extent of the Old Testament, because, you got, in the Old Testament, you got Egypt, or you got Egypt, Babylon, Persia, before Babylon and Assyria, all right, Persia, Greek, all right, so if you were New Testament and Old Testament only, our people just going to go from the, Persian captivity to the Romans, all these kingdoms, all these empires, these beasts, like it says, had us in captivity, man, all different types of form, man. The Vatican Church or Roman Catholic Church has been associated with deception for ages. Yeah, that's bugged up. They is that shit is corrupted. And the Most High not dealing with that. Their atrocities have ranged from genocide many centuries ago against Catholics to child molestations more in recent years. Yeah, because the Most High is exposing them, man. The Bible was originally translated from Latin into English in 1611. King James scholars, I made that video about a month ago on my history playlist. This original Bible contains 80 books, including the Apocrypha, which means hidden, right? Okay? And like I said, the Apocrypha, it exposed exactly who Esau Edom is, man. It shows you that how our people was the Spartans, because ain't no way Esau that mighty. Esau not mighty at all. Esau's a punk, man. All right? It said the Lacedaemonians were the Spartans. It said the Lacedaemonians and the Jews were brethren, man. Showing you they were Israelites as well. See what Esau shows you. He shows you his pale ass was over there in the sun in Egypt. You know, he tell you he the Mongols, he the Spartans, he the Jews, he the Egyptians, he the he the original Greeks, he the original Romans, he just everybody, man, except Esau Edom. You know, he was the Babylonian. You know, because that's exactly what he do. That's the characteristic of the devil. You know, he only follows everyone else's culture because he has none, man. He's the base man. You know, his only culture is being in the fucking cave, man. Alright, these apocryphal books made up the ends of the Old Testament, including the following books: First Ezra, Second Ezra, Tobit, Judith, the rest of Esther, Slaki, the Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, Baruch with the Epistle of Jeremiah, the Song of the Three Only Children, the History of Susanna, Baal and Dragon, the Prayer of Manasseh, First Maccabees, Second Maccabees. That's true. Alright, later in 1684, all these books were removed from the Bible and all its various versions, the only left intact in the 1611, right? And that's the most accurate translation, man. You know, and if you dealing with these NIV and other translations, they remove 200 words from the scriptures, and you know they change up some scriptures, man. You know, and it says that in Revelation, not to do that, man. In the first edition, a Bible, I'm gonna read a word from her. He's saying this word, but Bible Jesus was named, what it say, Jesus, pronounced Yahushua, and in the Hebrew ain't no who, you know, it's ha, you know, is Yahweh shot, man. All right, you have to wonder why it was changed to Jesus, contrary to original pronunciation and spelling. One of the most interesting books that are removed was the Wisdom of Solomon. Solomon is one of the most legendary biblical figures from the Bible, as he was the son of David and the wisest man that ever lived, which is true. Typically, he is portrayed as a benevolent figure. However, this book has changed everything that you ever learned about. Now, Esau is a damn devil, man. I'm going to show you what he did here, because I was talking to the elder brother about this yesterday. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 2. All right, he reads from Wisdom of Solomon 2 all the way down to verse 20. It says, for the ungodly said, all right, that's the King Solomon's talking about how Esau is, reasoning with themselves, but no, all right, our life is short and tedious, in the death of man there is no remedy. In other words, there any man known to have returned from the grave. All right, for we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been, for the breath in our nostrils that smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall burn into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven in with the beam of the sun, overcome with the heat thereof. All right. For our time is very shadow that passes away, and after our end there is no returning, for it's fast sealed, so that no man comes again. Right, that's why you might have all those statues of them, man. You know, so people go remember them. All right, because Esau don't believe in reincarnation. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. Let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. You know, and that's going into anything really. You know, humans, animals. You know, Esau using up the earth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments. Let no flower of the springs pass by. You know, Esau, his blessing was the sword and the fatness of the earth. He's just enjoying his blessing. You know, what really comes to my mind when I read this is, you know, the Roman emperors laying down. You know, they got their servants feeding them the grapes. That's just in my head, really. Verse 9, or verse 8, let us be crowned ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion and our lot. It is. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Right. Because Esau works everybody, you know. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. All right. Well, Michael told him, woe to them that devise iniquity and work upon their bed. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands, man. Okay? It is in the power of their hands, and they oppress whoever they see is wicked in them, man. All right, King Solomon is talking about Edomite. how they move, man. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is a clean contrary to our doing. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objective to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. He professeth to have knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous to us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of his counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. Let us see if his words be true. Let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hands of his enemies. Let us examine him with the spitefulness of torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. You know, who's that talking about? That's talking about Yahushua. All right, Matthew 27, Matthew chapter 27 and 28 on down, like the older brother told me, and explained it to me. That verse 20, let us condemn him with shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. As for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not. You know, because they wasn't given to Esau to understand. Neither hope they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern a reward for blameless souls. For the Most High created man to be immortal, made him to be the image of his own eternity, right? You know, and that's in Genesis, man. Let us make them, all right, a keyword us, you know, make them of our image, man, you know. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world. And how do you death? You know, how do you bring death into the world? You know, sin. The wages of sin is death, man. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it, man. It says, who was Solomon speaking of killing with a shameful death? All right. Why did the Vatican vote to have these 14 books removed from the Bible? Why does Solomon sound so crazy and evil in his book? So Esau doesn't understand, and he's soft as hell, you know. People do all this wickedness, but as soon as somebody, say something, Esau act like he just an angel, man. All right. First of all, King Solomon is talking about how Edomites, basically talking about Edomite, man. Edomites. Okay. It seemed that Solomon was speaking of Jesus, but Jesus was born roughly 900 years after his death, because he had prophesied Jesus coming. Hey, King Solomon was Yahushua. All right. Let's consider why this could be. Who King Solomon was talking about. All right. Let me skip down right here, because they trying to break it down. They don't even have the answers. It says, in contradiction to everything most of us know and believe with Solomon, in these verses, he sounds completely evil. According to the most biblical teaching in modern time, we were told to believe that he's the wisest man in the world, in the history of the world. Yes, he is, man. Okay? What happened? You finna get yours out? He left.
He left?
Yeah, get out.
Do you come in?
Yeah. Close the door. So like my little brother had came in. It said it should be noted that Solomon was largely involved in the cult. And, hey, man, Esau was a damn devil, man. All right, because, the Most High, allowed King Solomon, when he got old in age, he ain't had her strength anymore, And it was a prophecy, that the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, they had to split, man. King Solomon fell of old age, his woman, they had, how the woman be, and they could finesse or whatever, sweet talk, and King Solomon built temples to their gods, man, all right, because he was of old age, man, all right, it's clear that Esau don't read the scriptures or understand. It says Solomon worshipped multiple gods and had a weakness for women. That's because he was of old age, man. All right. It's also worth mentioning the Temple of Solomon is considered a spiritual birthplace of Freemasonry, which is bullshit. Freemasonry came from Egypt. If you look into history, Right? But yeah, man, I'm gonna keep it there because it's just bullshit, man. Esau, man, he has some truth, then he gonna have some lies. You just gotta expect that out of Esau. He the damn devil. But yeah, you have the Bible destruction group. Taking words out the scriptures, replacing words, man. Such as Deuteronomy 23:7. It says, "When thou shalt not abhor Edomite," you know. Yeah, man. Esau just being a devil, Yeah, I'm just in it there, man. Another history video. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem HaShabbat Shem HaKodash. All right, Shalom and the Bible Ball.